GM and welcome everybody. Today a short update about the market, what has been happening and what can we expect. Strong narratives, hot narratives, where the money is flowing and where the money will flow. The crypto gods have listened to us and gave us the massive pump. Let's look at the crypto bubbles week. Everything has fucking sent, okay? Almost everything, because there are still altcoins there which deserve the pumps, they deserve the gains, and they are still trading around the same levels. But don't worry about that, because that's a natural way of money flow. The money flows into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB in this case is a very hot one, which we will be talking a little bit about today, and about the CZ and his crime season. Degens like us can use this opportunity to make money, as Binance Smart Chain has been very hot lately. Looking at the market, we had some explosive pumps. We had on the left right corner, we had ZEC. So this was a proper crime candle. It did 100% here. Let's look at the monthly. 200% on the monthly. It's a privacy coin. This can give us attention that maybe it's worth to pay attention into the privacy tokens now, because more funds in the crypto ecosystem means more money to be secured. And everyone wants their privacy, don't they? Okay, lads, let's dive in now and look at some charts, look at the market. I took Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin has experienced a massive pump here from the lows. We had quick moves, people were not prepared. October has given us directly big inflows into Bitcoin. Many leverage traders who were aiming for shorts got liquidated, and this fueled the run. With Bitcoin, we also saw a decent growth in some other altcoins, but Bitcoin has been the main runner at first, and we have reached 126,000 USD per Bitcoin, which is the all-time high. So happy all-time high if any of you celebrate. But what are we looking at now? Well, if you look at the bottom here, we have the RSI, stochastic RSI, and MFI, which is the money flow index, and most of them on the daily time frame are already oversold, and this gives us a sign that we should be cautious here and don't FOMO into any positions on leverage, or rather scale out of the altcoins which we bought before this run, so we can secure our profits and get them ready to redeploy on the potential dip. This is important to have some stable, because if you're active in the market, you want to participate, you want to take advantage of these big moves, and when it dumps you want to buy, and when it pumps you want to sell. In the other case, if you're just a passive investor, you bought Bitcoin, you bought Ethereum, Solana, whatever of the top major coins you have, you are fine with holding them through the ups and downs. You just have your targets in mind, and you don't check the prices, you don't check the charts. These short-term fluctuations may not be so important for you. But if you are active in the market, you might as well use this to your advantage, and when the chart is screaming that there is a potential correction coming, you might as well take advantage in that, either hedging yourself with some short positions, or de-risking your portfolio. As you see, most of these are shifting towards downwards momentum for the next days, and we are already printing red. On my chart it's a blue candle here, which can show that there will be a break of structure. We are showing a failed SFP, swing failure pattern, so called, and the lowest support which I'm seeing, which would be very bullish for us to retest, is the level of 1018 around, right? So if Bitcoin goes there, it pulls everything out, the money flows out of the crypto market into the stable coins. Similar BNB. So BNB with ex-CEO of Binance, has been criming up, and I'm using the term crime as this is one of the more popular terms now in crypto, and it describes the massive pumps which we have seen on BNB. With their listings, with their alpha listings. It started from Aster. If you're not aware of Aster, you should be. They are having a massive airdrop campaign, but it ignited the meta of perp dexes. Alright, so you have Aster, you have Apex, so decentralized perpetuals exchange, futures exchange, where you can trade on leverage your altcoins. But the difference between the futures on DEX and futures on SEX is that you don't actually need a centralized exchange for that. So through Hyperliquid, before it was GMX, it was quite an innovation, but I won't be going into detail what is the difference. Let's just look at the chart. So BNB also pumped really heavily. I currently sold a part of my BNB and I am scaling into a small short position as these things are oversold. Today I was trading in the trenches. I made good profits. I doubled my portfolio, which I started with today, or even a bit more. And I'm seeing that there is more and more tokens happening, more and more tokens popping off right now, and more are reaching lower valuations. So we have number 4. This probably will get listed on Binance Spot. There is a big potential here for it to go to even 1 billion market cap. It's a bit too much for me, unless futures, a bit too risky, but we saw a massive move with 4. Many traders made big money. I faded this one, that's fine. So another one, Binance Life in Chinese, so this is what it means. Also crazy candles, right, running from 2 million to 180 million in just a couple of days. So this is what the real capital is bringing. There is money on chain, and there are opportunities if you are active and if you are observing what is happening. Another interesting, Binance Yellow Robot, Bina. The whole thesis here behind trading these coins, and if you want to bet on a big run, is a Binance alpha listing. So the question is if the team is connected, if they're getting engagement from the Binance team, if there are any hints that the token can get listed on Binance Alpha. Altogether, in the next days, I'm expecting a slight pullback, and I will be looking to buy dips. I have a nice watch list, especially for Solana utility. Let's look at Solana. Cut this. So for Solana was underperforming BNB and Ethereum. Ethereum almost reached all-time high, while Solana is moving in this channel and was not quite what was expected. Personally, I'm very bullish on Solana for this run. I think it can reach 500 USD per one token, although there is inflation, but this isn't really important now. More important, bear market. So around 210, I am interested in buying a lot of Solana. I'm interested in putting and taking a long position. Long position means I'm betting that it will go up on futures, right? As I said, I have a watch list prepared for Solana. There are many memes, and that's how Solana originated to this chain. It's easy to buy, easy to onboard, the retail, the normies. So I think Solana will still be leading in the next run, and I have prepared actually a good list of utility projects which are building and solving a problem with a product, and I will be looking at some entries. Not all of them I like similarly, but for sure OMFG I have shared in my Telegram channel around 4 million. It went to 20 million, so that's a 5x clean. Another one which is interesting is Fractal. They have engagement from Solana official account, and they are building some cool stuff. Codec Robotics project, a bigger one, also has good backing and a very pro team, fully doxed. So these three for sure are some which I will be accumulating. Rainmaker, prediction markets, also a good bet. So my goal is to diversify among the trending narratives such as prediction markets, such as DeFi, such as um, big data, and maybe robotics. And I will be placing my bets. I think Solana is a great environment for that. And once Solana rises, I think there will be a good utility season on Sol. The ETH devs are moving to Solana now, so it's worth to keep a watch list, create your own of tokens which you like, and observe. And when you will be aiming to buy, check if their X is active, if their communities are active, if they're giving some news, because you don't want to buy a dead token, and once things correct there can be a lot of FUD and so on. So these are my potential gems on Sol. um, I've been also trading a lot on OKX DEX. They have some very cool features. If you're not registered here, I think you should be. For example, Signal here, they have a good base of smart wallets, and once many of them buy, for example here, Whales, Smart Money, and so on. So this can be one of your tools which you use daily to find alpha. And apart from that, they also have a good airdrops campaign. So now they're giving away plasma. They have another launch. So if you're actively trading, you're generating volume, you will be getting good profits. So you can easily migrate here to OKX wallet, and you can get most of the things you can do. You can trade with limit orders on the market, on the DEX, very easily, and you can just set up your limit orders and buy what you want with stop loss and so on. So it's like a terminal similar to Padre. I recommend everyone to register. I expect a lot of things to be happening on X layer, and I expect a lot of things to be happening on the wallet. So if you're not registered, you potentially can be missing out on good airdrops. Okay, so that's it for today. Make sure to check out the channel and X. I'll be sharing some updates there. Bid the dip. We're still in buy the dip zone. So in any case, if you see a red, it's a good idea to start scaling in, buying, set up some levels, and buy your bags, because most likely we will be in for a crazy alt season in these next 2 months. Take care.